Alright, welcome back. So here we have something that looks a little bit more complicated. What I want to do here is factor out the x here. That was one of the steps on the first page. I didn't explicitly say it, but that is a step. So you do 10 over a factor out of x times x minus 2. And why am I doing this? I just basically want to see what parts I need. So I have x times x minus 2 in this term. This term only has an x. This term only has an x minus 2. So I need to multiply this middle term by x minus 2, and I need to multiply this term on the right side of the equation by x. So let's go ahead and do that. So when you're multiplying these, make sure you multiply the top and the bottom. Alright, so I did that. So now I have the same base on everything. I can combine these two over here. This would be 10 plus 4 over x. So 4 times x minus 2 equals 5x. Notice how I have the same base across the board. That means I can do away with the bases. If you want to be a stickler, I'm skipping a step here. This would be 10 plus 4 times x minus 2 all over x times x minus 2 equals 5x over x times x minus 2. Just simply didn't write that, but it's the most important thing here is to see that I have the same base on the bottom, therefore they can just go away. It's like I'm multiplying the entire thing by x times x minus 2, and those terms all cancel out. Okay, so let's go ahead and distribute. Okay, this looks like a linear equation, so I'm going to move all the constants on one side and all the x variables on the other side. So x equals 2. Alright, so let's plug this in to our original and see if it works. Works here, it works here. Actually, it doesn't work here. Look right here, 2 minus 2 is 0. So this is not a solution, so this actually has no solution. No solution. Done with that one. Alright, next one. Alright, so check these out. I have negative 2 over x minus 1 equals x minus 8 over x plus 1. Neither of these have anything in common, so I'm just going to cross multiply. So I'll multiply the left side by x plus 1. And then I'll multiply the right side by x minus 1. In doing so, I've made common denominators on the bottom. And then I have to multiply these out. So this will be negative 2 times x, that's negative 2x. Minus 2, this is a foiling, so this is x squared. Minus x minus 8x plus 8. This will be a quadratic, so I'm going to set it equal to 0. So I have 0 equals the x squared. Move the 2x onto this side. So this is negative 9x plus 2x, that's minus 7x. And this is 8 plus 2, so that's plus 10. So then factor this part. This will be x is equals 0 times x. What two numbers multiplied at 10 that add together get me negative 7? Well, it has to be two negative numbers. So it's going to be negative 5 and negative 2. So I have two solutions so far, x equals 5 and x equals 2. And then we'll plug these in to see if they work. If I plug in 5, 5 minus 1 is 4, 5 plus 1 is 6, that works. 2 minus 1 is 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. So these both work. So I have two solutions, x equals 5 and x equals 2. And this is exactly what my cat is like. I really want you to pet me, but I also want to bite you. He loves to bite. And then I spray him with the bottle. Okay, that's the second page. We'll get on to the next one.